y'all. Welcome back to Kingdom Prototype, the blueprint for abundant living. I'm your girl, Lex.
I'm your girl, Jazz.
And welcome back, party people. So, we are closing out our development series. All month long, we've been talking about development. Before God sets you on a stage, He is first going to develop you. He gonna give you a promise, and then my boy gonna take you through the process.
Right.
And when we don't realize that He takes us through the process and He develops us, we fight the process, we don't surrender to the process, and then we end up like the Israelites and we die at the gate of our promised land. And you and me and her, we ain't doing that.
Ain't doing that at all.
We ain't doing that. We
ain't doing that at all.
We ain't dying at the gates. Okay, we gonna do whatever it is you want to do in me, God. Do it in me so that you can get through me. Okay, so then we can help other people. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm back. The point is, God develops you. And He develops your identity. We talked about that. He develops your character. Talked about that too. Go check these out. He develops your faith. My favorite one. I love faith. I love talking faith. Faith, my jam. Okay? And He also develops your gifts. Gift development. Listen, I feel you. I feel y'all. Because once my generation, our generation behind us, once we get an inkling of a gift, we figure out a gift. Like, oh, this a gift. This came for you. Where my stage?
Ready to perform. Ready to show it off. I'm going to show the world.
Listen, I want to show the world. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to say, I want to show the world that I am somebody. Because sometimes we don't believe that we somebody. And so now I want these gifts because I want to show people. I want to show people that I am somebody. I want to show me that I am somebody. Because I don't believe that I'm somebody. It just got real deep, didn't it?
A little bit.
A little smidge. It just came. Okay.
That's
right?
true, though.
Go ahead.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Yo, facts. It is. And so part of God heals that in the process. So anyway, another conversation. The point is, we have to allow God to develop our gifts. Period, point blank. We can't skip over the process. Skip over the gift development. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about when we was talking about how we were talking about you trust the process, and then we started talking about how trust us. We want God to.
Oh yeah.
So that thing just came.
Right.
Oh, go ahead. You about to say something.
Oh no, I thought you was gonna say it again.
No, go ahead.
I thought you was gonna say you don't want us. We don't want to be on stage before God is able to do His work in us.
Facts.
Yeah, you don't want that version on stage.
We don't want that version on stage. I'm trying to tell y'all, let God take out all them little uncute stuff. Is uncute a word? It's gonna be a word today.
Right.
All that.
Right. Because in the other version that we,
I messed it up.
in the other version that we did, like I compared it to the Apollo. Y'all know how like in Apollo where you just doing horrible performing and they call like the clown out to kind of shoo you off the stage. I feel like that's how it would be. Like pre-process, that's definitely how it would be. for sure. Definitely want that version.
Yeah, it's like get off. What is that?
Boo!
Dying. Our point is, please allow God to develop the gift.
Right.
Please. There's no way that we can serve a complex God and then there not be complexity to our gifts. And so we have to allow God to nurture it and develop it. Before David fought the Goliath, a bear and a lion. He was developing. See, we don't like this. Nobody was around.
And it's crazy because he didn't even know what he was he didn't even know that it was a part of the process.
Yeah. Because he was just... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because they went to him he went to them like, I done did this before. Like, I done killed the bear, I done killed the lion. I can do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a perfect example.
Yeah, I built up this muscle.
Right, he built the muscle. Didn't even know that it was part of a bigger picture. He didn't even, wasn't even aware of it.
Yeah.
It was part of the process.
Yeah. I built it up in obscurity. I didn't resent my shepherd boy days. Okay. See, now we flowing. I didn't resent my shepherd boy days. God anointed me and then sent me back to the pasture. He ain't taken me to the palace yet. But when we get anointed, or when God tells us, I got plans for you, when God tells us these your gifts, when God tells us, I'm taking you to the palace. You gonna get there. Believe you me. We automatically want to go there. But God got to take us back to the pasture. Go ahead.
And it's just reminded me of a sermon too. I don't know if I ever watched it, but the title was just nasty. It was like From Palace to Pit with Joseph, I think.
From Palace to
Pit or something like that. And I could just imagine what that sermon was about. It just reminded me of that when you were talking about
that sound nasty.
Pasture to, what you say? Pasture to pasture.
Yeah. But don't resent the shepherd boy.
Right.
God sat me all the way down one day. This was a while ago. When listen, our generation. I love us. We are some fire people. But we want to skip the process. We don't want to pay no dues. We want to jump over it. We want to go straight to the palace. Because it's ours and we want it now.
Right.
It's my money. And the point is, go ahead.
And I feel like, I don't know, because I just always wondered why our generation was like that. And my hypothesis is, I could be completely wrong, but my hypothesis is because a lot of us are so scared to be in, bondage that we saw previous generations. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're fighting to not be in that same type of bondage, same position. Like we want to be the ones that make something shake, make something happen. And so that's interesting.
Yeah. Jerry Flowers, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Jerry Flowers talks about being a bloodline shifter. And interesting. And I feel like many of us in our generation who are serious about God, those of us who are also, anyway, I was going to say connected to us because that's who we're after. Anyway, the point is we're bloodline shifters. And so we've seen our parents struggle. We've seen our parents maybe live paycheck to paycheck. We've seen our parents maybe be have so much trauma. We've seen our parents, I don't know, just not like their life.
Yeah.
Not enjoy life. We've seen our parents just survive. They don't know what a thrive is. They don't know how to spell it. They don't know how to.
Yeah.
What is a thrive? All my life I've lived paycheck to paycheck.
What is abundance?
What is abundance? What is fulfilling relationships? What? Don't you start, son, sir. What is it? And so now we're so scared. He hears people. We're so scared that that's going to be us.
Right. Exactly.
That we are moving
trying to get it, trying to secure it, trying to get to that promise, secure that promise, because I feel like we're just so scared that that's going to be our story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and it's real.
Yeah.
But the problem is, we get there prematurely.
Right.
So now I'm married and I ain't supposed to be married yet.
And then I'm laughing because we end up in the same situation that we was trying not to.
That's where I'm headed.
Trying not to be in.
Yeah. I moved to that city. I wasn't supposed to move to that city yet. All because of this fear. That's not from God. For God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of love, sound mind, discipline. So it's real.
Yeah.
We get it. We gonna be the first to do a lot of things. Get it. But can you cancel out the fear and add faith? Because it's gonna come. It's coming. It's there. It's just waiting on you. It's already established.
The stage is set.
The stage is set. But will you allow God to develop you? Will you stop moving in fear and start moving in faith? Because when I have faith, now I can surrender. See, y'all want to talk to me. Now I can surrender to the process. Now I can surrender to the development. Now I can surrender to God's timing. Because there's a time and a season for everything. Ecclesiastes. Go look it up. When I got faith, and I'm not scared. Oh my gosh, it's not going to happen. I'm able to challenge that. And I'm able to move and shake differently. Okay, move on. I hear you. So, you got to allow your gifts to develop. I'm giving y'all Bible today. When we talk about gifts and letting them develop, there's a scripture that most of us in my generation, we don't like. we don't like it. We don't like it. We don't like it. It's in Zechariah. It's in Zechariah. I didn't write down the verse. It's in Zechariah. Zechariah 4. Don't despise the days of small beginnings. Do not despise the days of the small beginnings. Want me to keep going? Yeah? Okay. Keep going. Look, I'll be like, I'll let you know. Don't despise. It is in the small beginnings, in the obscurity, where God does his best work.
Right.
It was in the obscurity where David learned how to defeat Goliath. It wasn't on the stage. It wasn't in front of everybody. Right. David worked out his whatever. That's what it was. Whatever. The gift in the obscurity. Because there's a time and a season for everything. Look like your wheels turning.
They still turning. You should go ahead if you got more.
They still turning. Because I can just keep going. Listen, we got all this. We got all this. We got all this. We got all this. We got all this.
I will say, I feel like, I might be getting a little hit, but I feel like a lot of us as humans try to, what's the word? I always forget the word when I be talking.
It's okay.
Try to align our seasons with other people's seasons. You know what I'm saying?
That is nasty.
Yeah, trying to align our seasons with other people's seasons because we see somebody, I don't know, doing whatever, then we think we supposed to be doing that as well. But in reality, it's not our season. Like we're trying to do things out of season.
Yeah. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're trying to do things out of season, then it doesn't work, or it's not as effective as it's supposed to be. Because we're trying to do things out of season. Because we are looking at everybody else. We got the lust of the eye. We is so far ahead, but that's okay. We gonna keep flowing. We got the lust of the eye. Our generation. Really everybody.
Yeah.
But
definitely everybody.
Really everybody. Just really everybody. In this day and season, it's so easy to have the lust of the eye.
Right.
Just want it. I just want. 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 And what hit me? I meant to tell you this.
What hit you?
Girl, what hit me? We did an episode where we were talking about discontentment. You remember that? We were talking about abundant living. Okay. Being a mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what hit me, God sat me all the way down. When I'm discontent, me personally, it's because I'm struggling with the lust of the eye.
Same.
It's because I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at everybody else. The people who are where I'm trying to be. Right. People who are multimillionaires. People who have built their brand. People who, it don't gotta be nothing bad. God got it for me. But when we're just lusting after it, it just looks so good. That is making us discontent.
Right.
In the now. Go ahead.
And also, a lot of people they don't share they share certain seasons. So I feel like that also plays a role as well because we get to see a lot of winning seasons, but a lot of people don't share their losing seasons.
Yeah.
And I feel like that can kind of skew our the way we view at it because like certain people always winning, something always happening for this person, that person. And then we look at our own where we're at currently and be like, well, dang.
Yeah.
And I feel like that as a result causes us to try to live our life out of season.
Yeah.
Because our view is so, which causes our vision to be skewed.
Yeah. Which causes us to just be out here doing stuff, trying to make it happen on our own. And then we're frustrated, and then we're depressed, and now we're anxious, and now we're looking at God, and God is like, you got the lust of the eye.
Yeah.
And that lust of the eye is causing you to do things out of season. Okay, see. You gonna be married, sure. But my timing is for you to be married in 3 years. You gonna start that business, sure. But my timing, 2 years from now. like you gonna move to that new city, sure. But my timing, the next 10 years. You're gonna be a multi-million. You're gonna be the wealthiest person in your family. The wealthiest. Sure. But my timing, 15 years from now. But yet you want it today. And the lust of the eye is causing so many of us to be so depressed, to be anxious, to be stressed, to look at ourselves as failures. I don't do nothing right. I can't do nothing. I'm just not doing enough. Many of us are insecure. Some of us have, some of our insecurities stem from the lust of the eye. Because I don't do this the way, oh well, I keep saying Sally. I was told I can't say Sally. Because I don't do this the way Michaela does it. I don't do this the way that preacher does it. I don't do this the way my mama do it. I don't do it the way whatever. We're just lusting. Just the eyes. We're just looking at everything. I'm supposed to do this way. I'm supposed to have that. I'm supposed to have that. I'm supposed to have that.
And then I feel like that causes most people to just get desperate at that point. Just do whatever it takes to get that, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And it just end up being a disaster.
Yeah.
It'd be worse off than when you started.
Yeah. And so God is like, slow down. Let me develop you. Let me purify your motives. Let me purify your heart. Let me show you the depths of your gift. Help you understand them. Help you use them. Help you be most effective. I want to be effective.
Facts.
I want to be impactful.
I don't want to just be popular. I don't care about being popular.
Listen.
I want to be impactful, like you said, and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yeah. But we can get to that point because of the development. Because we allowed God to develop our identity, to develop our character, to develop our gift. Oh, well, I skipped one. To develop our faith, and to even develop our gifts. Our gift's still developing. Your gift's still developing. Will you allow God to develop you? Will you allow God, is it healed or is it delivered? I don't, the heal or deliver, I don't know the right one. You from the lust of the eye.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Will you? I got a question. Will you? Can I challenge you? Can I challenge you to stop praying for houses, stop praying for cars, stop praying for money, whatever, and pray this prayer and ask God to reveal to you the things and the ways, the things you've been lusting after, that's been causing you to move out of season, that's been causing you stress, that's been causing you anxiety, that's been causing you depression, that's been causing you whatever. Have my eyes, the things I've been lusting after, been making me move out of season? Go ahead.
All right. I just feel like sometimes we can get so, as humans, we can get so desperate looking at other people and the lust of the eye that we just want it now. We got to get it now. We got to make something happen. We got to make something shake. And as a result, we end up moving out of season.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy how many problems we cause ourselves just by the lust of the eye.
Yeah.
And which is something we all struggle with as humans, by the way, because even Paul in the book of Romans, he was just being honest about how he struggled with coveting.
Yeah.
So it is something that we all deal with as humans, but at some point, you know, you got to get back in line.
Yeah.
With God and get focused.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
We not gonna be sitting here talking about something we ain't been through, or some God
I'm trying to tell you
ain't sat us all the way down on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know I had the lust of the eye.
It's wild, because that's exactly what Paul said.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he some along those lines is in Romans he was saying that he was thankful for God's law, because if it wasn't for his law, he wouldn't even know what coveting was.
That's good.
He wouldn't even know that he was struggling with coveting.
Yeah.
And so when you said that, it made me think about that. That's real.
I didn't even realize it. God sat me all the way down. We gonna deal with this. You got lust for eye. Who got the lust for eye? You. You and you. Okay. Sat me all the way down. Okay.
And it's so easy.
It is.
To lust after other things and
look at this person's money and look at this person's business. Especially when you're trying to get there.
Right.
Y'all here because y'all got somewhere you're trying to go.
Facts.
And so it's easy to fall into the lust of the eye and looking at this person's money, this person's relationships, this person's whatever. Sometimes it causes us to move out of season. And sometimes, for me, I'll take me. God was dealing with me with the lust of the eye because I'm looking at all of these people and their following and their audience and how many people they have. And God is like, ooh, what if you don't got 300,000 followers, but I give you 3,000? Will you be? Go ahead.
I was about to say, and you're able to make a bigger impact on your 3,000 as compared to 300,000, where only 3 people interacting. So I also feel
everybody bound,
right?
Broken, living in bondage. Those 300,000,
and that right there just shifts your whole perspective.
Exactly,
it's crazy.
Give me 3,000. Give me 1,000. I got 79 followers on Instagram right now. That's fine. That's fine. My email list, I'm at like 100 something. That's fine. But guess what? We gonna be deep. And you keep hanging around me, you gonna be free. And you keep hanging around me, you gonna be whole. Okay, I'm done. The point is, the lust of the eye. I want to be impactful. I want to be effective. What do you want? Now we gonna see what you really after. You after impact or you after money? I got questions. Now we really about to see what you're after. What you after? Fame? Fortune? What you after?
And it's crazy. I know. But real quick, it's crazy how like when you shift your perspective on from trying to make money to trying to really have an impact, how things just start coming together for you. Like you get all these revelations and all these, like God really start putting things in motion. Like when you change your focus. Because I ain't gonna lie, like especially when I start thinking about becoming a business owner, entrepreneur, all of that, I was mostly focused on the financial piece of it. Yes, I was cool with making a difference here and there, helping. I was cool with making a difference here and there, but that wasn't my main focus.
Okay.
So yeah, and I feel like that's something that he sat me down and talked about as well. And that's that came with the revelation of him letting me know, like, your life is not your own. Like this ain't about you. And I realized how self-centered I was. And
aren't we all, Lord Jesus?
Yeah, and the business venture that I was pursuing at that time, I shut it down, just to be transparent, because I knew that my motives wasn't what they should be.
Yeah,
and I feel like he was able to better align me on what I should be doing. So yeah, just changing your perspective on that is powerful.
Yeah, from
financial to impact. Yeah.
Because God cares about his people. So many people's healing, wholeness, freedom, destiny, whatever word you want to use is attached to you and your gifts and your motives and your heart and your life. Lead a life worthy. Okay, we got to go. Worthy of the call. So I got questions. Will you pray that prayer and ask God to reveal? First of all, we're gonna pray for him to reveal, and then we're gonna pray for him to deliver us, because we is mature. we is mature. So will you ask God to reveal any lust of the eye that you got? Who you lusting after, what you lusting after, and how and if it's caused, and in what ways? How about that? Is it causing you to move out of season? I already prayed this. Once again, I ain't gonna do nothing I ain't asking y'all to do. We already prayed this. When he was downloading all this, I was like, let me pray.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Will you? and then pray for deliverance.
Right. Don't be trying to pick and choose on what you gonna stop, lusting after either.
Yo, facts. That's where we gotta go. Yo, facts. That is real. We all in, fully delivered.
Yeah.
From the lust of God. Go ahead.
I forgot to say because I don't mind waiting.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind waiting. Like I would prefer to move in season and do things according to His will than to mess around and start lusting after things and lusting after people or whatever the case may be and be out of season. I don't mind waiting.
Listen,
if it take a little longer, as long as I'm in His season on His time, I'm cool with that.
Me too. Can you wait on God? Yet another question. I know this mature, but if you want the promise, I'm moving. We gotta go. Questions. I got questions. God got questions. Will you be honest? Will you be real? Will you be transparent with Him? He already know it. Sorry, just that took me out. He already know. Okay, I'm tearing. All right, I'm done.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay, nope. Still no outro. So, yes, call to action. Share this. What's the other ones?
Subscribe.
Thank you.
I guess if they get it. Well, no, they're not necessarily.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Pen and prototype out. Let you grab your shirt.